All right, so are you ready to take a deep dive today?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's dive in.
Today, we're looking at the future of e-commerce and specifically how this whole affiliate marketing thing is exploding.
It's really interesting to see how it's evolving.
Yeah, we found this fascinating interview with a Spanish entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and they're claiming to have made almost $1 million last year
Wow.
using just one strategy, and it all revolves around working with affiliates.
Yeah. I mean, you see a lot of these marketing trends come and go, but
Right.
this one seems to have some real staying power.
Well, and especially because this entrepreneur isn't just talking about it, you know?
No, they're actually doing it.
Yeah, they're walking the walk, and their success is kind of a signal
Absolutely.
that something bigger is happening in the world of e-commerce.
It's a sign of the times, for sure.
Yeah, what's so fascinating to me is how all of this ties into the explosion of content creation we've seen,
Oh, totally.
especially on platforms like TikTok.
Yeah, you got all these creators suddenly, and brands have access to this massive pool of talent.
It's like a whole new playing field.
Right, and a lot of these creators, they have these highly engaged niche audiences.
And they know how to connect.
It's changing the game.
Yeah, it's like the whole landscape of marketing is shifting right in front of us.
I think that's a really good way to put it.
This interview really digs into how this abundance of creators is driving some fundamental changes.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest changes is how creators view their role
Oh, yeah.
in promoting products.
So it's not just about getting free stuff anymore.
No, it's not just about the freebies anymore. This entrepreneur actually predicts that creators are going to start expecting to be paid.
Right.
It's becoming less about exposure and more about recognizing creators as valuable partners.
Yeah, like they're bringing something to the table.
Exactly. They're bringing their audience, their creativity, their authenticity.
And that's a big deal for any brand.
Huge.
So if you're a brand, you need to start thinking differently.
Yeah,
About budgeting for these partnerships, choosing the right affiliates, and making this a win-win.
absolutely. It's not just a one-way street anymore.
No, and this is where these platforms like TikTok Shop are really interesting.
Oh, they're fascinating.
Yeah, they're connecting brands and creators directly.
And making it so easy.
So easy for creators to make money.
Yeah, to earn commissions on sales.
It's almost like built-in affiliate marketing.
It is, and it's incredibly appealing for both sides.
Yeah. You know, brands get that targeted exposure, and they only pay when a sale is made.
Right.
And the creators, they can just seamlessly integrate product promotion into their content.
It just makes sense.
Yeah. But TikTok's not the only one doing this.
Oh, no.
YouTube's getting in on the action.
With their shopping affiliate program.
Yeah, and Shopify's really stepping up their game.
With Shopify Collab.
Shopify Collabs, which is actually what our entrepreneur has been using.
And killing it.
Yeah, close to $1 million in revenue.
That's serious proof of concept.
I mean, that's amazing.
And what I find interesting about Shopify Collabs is it goes beyond just facilitating the transaction.
Oh, really?
It's giving brands these tools to manage their affiliate program,
So it's the whole package.
track performance, nurture those relationships with their top performing creators.
It's not just a quick cash grab.
No, it's about building long-term partnerships that benefit everyone involved.
Yeah, everyone wins.
Exactly. And you know what makes this even more interesting?
What's that?
I'm really curious to see how these bigger players like Meta and Amazon react.
Yeah, they've been kind of quiet so far.
They have, but they've got the infrastructure. They've got the massive user bases.
It's like they're the sleeping giants.
Exactly. And if they fully embrace affiliate marketing, it could completely reshape the landscape.
It's like we're watching this game of chess unfold.
I love that analogy.
Everyone's making their moves, trying to anticipate what the other players are going to do.
It's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, and I think the big takeaway here for anyone listening, whether you're a buyer or a seller, this shift towards affiliate marketing is going to impact you.
I completely agree.
It's worth paying attention to how these platforms evolve, how consumer behavior changes.
Absolutely, because creators are becoming increasingly influential.
Yeah, they're shaping those purchasing decisions.
They really are.
So buckle up, because things are about to get interesting.
It's going to be a wild ride.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me neither.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to dive even deeper into this whole affiliate marketing world. Okay, so we're seeing this huge shift with brands working directly with creators. But what does this mean for someone like me?
Right.
Someone who doesn't have like a product to sell,
Yeah.
but still wants to tap into this whole affiliate marketing thing.
That's a great question.
Like, is there a way for the average person to get involved?
Well, that's something this entrepreneur addressed directly in the interview.
Oh, cool.
You absolutely do not need your own physical product to benefit from this. Think about it. There's online courses, digital product services.
Right.
A lot of these offer affiliate programs.
Even like bloggers, educators, consultants.
Exactly.
There's a potential avenue for them.
Absolutely. Anyone who has an audience and provides value.
Okay.
And it really comes down to authenticity, which is something that runs through this entire interview.
Oh, interesting.
This entrepreneur really stresses finding products or services that you genuinely believe in that would provide genuine value to your audience.
So it's got to be something you actually like.
Yeah, it becomes less about selling and more about sharing.
Right, like I wouldn't tell my friends to buy something I didn't think was good.
It's like that friend who's always recommending cool new things.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
You trust their judgment.
Yeah, because you know they're not going to steer you wrong.
That's a perfect analogy.
And that trust thing, I feel like that's going to be even more important
Huge.
as affiliate marketing becomes more common.
Absolutely.
Because, let's be real, if every single recommendation online comes with a commission.
Yeah. How do we know what to believe?
Exactly. Like, how do I know if they actually like the product?
Right.
Or they're just trying to make a quick buck?
That's a really good point. And it's where transparency becomes absolutely key.
Okay.
Both brands and creators need to be upfront about their partnerships.
So you're saying, like, if a creator is getting paid to promote something,
They need to say,
so they should just say it.
be transparent about it.
Okay.
Consumers are getting savvier.
Well, yeah, we can kind of tell when something feels off.
Exactly. They can often tell when a recommendation is purely motivated by profit.
And I think that can actually hurt the brand in the long run.
It totally can.
Like, if I feel like I'm being tricked, I'm less likely to buy anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's on the creator to be open about those affiliate relationships.
Okay.
And it's on the brands to choose partners who genuinely align with their values and their product.
So as a consumer, I should be looking for creators who are upfront about their affiliate links.
Yeah, look for that transparency.
And as a brand.
Make sure you're not just chasing those big follower counts.
So it's about more than just numbers.
It's about finding those authentic connections.
And making sure the partnership actually makes sense.
Exactly. It's about moving away from that old school advertising model of just shouting your message.
Like a billboard.
Yeah, exactly. And instead, focus on building those genuine connections and trust.
I like that.
It's a much more sustainable approach.
Okay, so let's say I'm a brand and I'm just starting to dip my toes into this whole affiliate marketing thing.
Okay.
Where do I even begin?
It's a good question.
Are we all supposed to be scrolling through TikTok?
Haha. Not necessarily.
Okay,
It's not quite as simple as just picking someone with a big following.
so there's a strategy involved.
Absolutely. It's about understanding your target audience, your brand values,
Right.
and then finding creators who genuinely align with those elements.
So do your research first.
Exactly. Then you can start reaching out, exploring potential collaborations.
So it's about building relationships,
It is.
not just throwing money at someone with 1 million followers.
Right. And those collaborations could be anything from offering a commission on sales, providing free products for review, or even creating some co-branded content together.
So there's a lot of different ways to approach it.
It's all about finding what works best for you and your brand.
But it sounds like this is something that could be really effective.
It can be if it's done right.
But it requires a thoughtful approach.
Absolutely. You
Right.
can't just have a spray and pray mentality.
No, you got to be strategic.
Exactly. And that's something this entire interview really highlights.
Okay.
This entrepreneur's success isn't just about luck.
Right.
It's about strategy, carefully selecting partners, nurturing those relationships over time.
It makes sense. I mean, it's like any relationship. You
Right.
have to put in the effort.
You can't just expect things to magically work out overnight.
And especially when you're dealing with people's money.
Right. Consumers are entrusting creators with their purchasing decisions.
Yeah, so that relationship has to be built on a foundation of authenticity and trust.
Couldn't say it better myself.
This whole conversation has really got me thinking about how much e-commerce is changing.
It's evolving rapidly.
It's not just about having a slick website or running ads anymore.
It's about engagement.
Yeah, it's about connecting with your audience in a genuine way.
And that's where this whole affiliate marketing trend gets really interesting.
Okay, I'm listening.
Because it's not just about those individual transactions.
It's about something bigger.
It's potentially about a fundamental shift in how we as a society think about advertising and marketing.
Whoa, that's a big thought.
It is.
So you're saying this isn't just a fad.
I don't think so.
This could have much broader implications
Yeah.
for how we buy and sell online in the future.
Well, let's think about it.
Okay.
If this trend continues and everyone becomes an affiliate in some capacity,
Everyone.
what does that mean for traditional advertising?
Yeah. Like, will we still see banner ads?
Will we be bombarded with commercials?
Yeah. Will those methods become less effective?
It's possible.
Unless people turn more and more to these trusted creators?
For their recommendations.
Yeah, like it's almost like word-of-mouth marketing on steroids.
It is. It's word of mouth amplify.
It's like that whole system of interrupting us with ads could just become obsolete.
It's certainly a possibility.
If everyone's already getting their recommendations from people they trust.
And it raises some really interesting questions
Yeah.
about the future of consumer behavior.
Like what?
Will we become more discerning about who we follow,
Oh, that's a good question.
who we trust online? Will we start to see a premium placed on authenticity and transparency?
Those are all great points.
These are all things worth considering
Definitely.
as we move into this new era of e-commerce.
It's a lot to think about.
It is.
I mean, if you're constantly bombarded with sponsored content, you've got to start to get a little skeptical.
Of course.
You start wondering, are they really recommending this because they like it or just because they're getting paid?
Exactly. And that's why building and maintaining trust is going to be even more critical in this new landscape.
More than ever.
Consumers are going to be looking for creators who are upfront about those partnerships, who have a proven track record of providing genuine recommendations.
So you're saying it's not just about chasing those big follower counts anymore.
Not at all.
It's about finding those creators who have a real connection.
Exactly. Even if that audience is smaller.
Quality over quantity.
Absolutely. And it's about brands being more selective about who they partner with.
So it's a two-way street.
It is. It's about finding creators who genuinely believe in those products,
Yeah.
who can authentically integrate them into their content.
This whole conversation makes me think about that Wild West analogy.
Oh, yeah.
It really feels like we're in uncharted territory.
We are.
And everyone's trying to figure out the rules as we go.
It's a very apt comparison.
And like in the Wild West, there's a lot of opportunity.
A lot of potential pitfalls.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top.
I can't wait to see how it all unfolds.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive.
It really has.
I feel like I've learned so much about this whole world of affiliate marketing.
I'm glad to hear that.
But honestly, it's left me with more questions than answers.
And that's a good thing.
It is.
It means we're engaging with these ideas and really trying to understand what it all means.
So as we wrap things up, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest takeaway is that we're witnessing a fundamental shift in how e-commerce works.
Okay.
Creators are becoming more influential, consumers are demanding authenticity, and affiliate marketing is emerging as this dominant force.
Wow.
This isn't just a trend, it's a transformation.
That's a powerful thought, and it definitely leaves us all with a lot to consider,
It does.
both as consumers and business owners.
Absolutely.
So as you go about your day, think about this.
Okay.
If everyone is becoming an affiliate, how will that impact your online experience?
How will it change how you discover and purchase products?
And how can you leverage this to your advantage?
Those are all excellent questions, and ultimately the answers will depend on how each of us chooses to navigate this evolving landscape.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time for another exploration into the world of e-commerce.